Welcome to the GoalZero Toolbox Talk series. Today's Toolbox Talk: Electrical Safety. The hazards associated with electricity affect most workplaces. Whether you are in general industry, construction, or even farming, electrical hazards are present. It is important to be able to recognize the electrical hazards around you and know how to mitigate them. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, there were 126 fatalities in the United States in 2020 due to contact with electricity. There were a total of 2,220 injuries that required days away from work in 2020 due to contact with electricity. The construction industry experiences the majority of injuries and fatalities due to electricity. These statistics do not include injuries caused by secondary events. For example, an individual falls from a ladder due to getting shocked. If these types of injuries were included, the statistics would be higher. Electrical injury statistics in Canada are collected by province and are like the United States statistics. Every day some workers suffer some type of shock but do not seek or require treatment for their injuries. Because of this, it is difficult to fully track the occurrence of electrical shock in the workplace. Some common sources of electrical hazards are overhead power lines, underground power lines, lightning, faulty equipment, working on energized equipment, improper grounding, damaged insulation. Safe work practices to follow to avoid electrical incidents and injuries. Maintain at least a 10-foot distance from 50 kV overhead power lines, add more distance as the voltage increases as per legislated requirements. Also, avoid the poles themselves to avoid bringing lines to the ground. Call your local utility locator before digging to avoid unexpectedly striking an underground electrical line or any other utility. Inspect all cords for damaged insulation or missing ground prongs. If either of these conditions exists, get them fixed by a professional or remove them from use. Never work on energized equipment. Always follow proper lock and tag out procedures before performing electrical work. Test the power after locking and tagging out to ensure there is no power being fed to what you are working on. Do not operate electrical equipment in wet conditions. Also, avoid having electrical components in a wet environment unless they are protected. Secure all electrical boxes and panels. Ensure components in and around these panels are in good working condition and not missing. All workers should have some training in electrical safety. Awareness for employees with limited electrical exposure, trade training for electricians and linemen to electrical safety standards and arc flash training. OSHA 1910.332, USA, CSA Z46.